Hey folks, Vic here. I got just a little kind of a midweek video for you here. Yesterday, January the 16th, 2023, I held a webinar that was all about the London close trade strategy. How to, taking Forex trades around the close of the London stock market. The very next day, which is today, January 17th, 2023, as I'm recording this, one of our members, his name is Lou, private messaged me to let me know that he took a 2-to-1 reward risk profit out of a London close trade setup. So that's very, very cool to see. It was a good setup, and I'll show you the trade in this video. There's a link in the text below this video or an email that you received where you can access the full webinar. And then in that webinar there is a very deeply discounted price offer for joining our service, which will definitely expire on Sunday, January the 22nd, 2023. So if you like this kind of trading, be sure to check that out. In the meantime, if you like this video, I would sure appreciate a thumbs up by hitting the like button. That would be awesome. And make sure you subscribe to our channel by clicking the button in the bottom right corner so that you'll be notified whenever we put out a new video. Okay, here's the London close trade that's set up today that Lou took. Okay, so let's have a look at the trade setup. And, this trade, like I say, was taken by one of our Coaches Corner members the next day after the webinar, and which is today, which is January the 17th of 2023. So, it's great to see someone take their very first trade for a winner. It doesn't always happen that way, of course. But it really helps with your confidence and believability in both the methodology and, most importantly, in yourself, because you followed the rules, you stepped up, and you took the trade. These trades have historically been very, very accurate when managed properly, which I cover that in the new course, the London Close Trade course. So, and we've been trading these setups since like 2010, so it's the 13th year now. So I don't see any reason why it should all change. Anyway, here it was, and there's some specific conditions that need to happen in order to take a trade. And first of all, we always use support resistance for all of our trading, whether it's long-term, short-term, scalping or whatever. This is more of a micro-scalping technique. This, just as a point of interest, like this is a level to watch. And the reason, you don't have to know this for trading these setups, but this is actually a head and shoulders setup here, where we have a left shoulder, a head, and you see the higher high, higher close, and then this drop below this low. And this becomes a good place to watch for a shorting opportunity. But in this case, it was even better because it actually set up a London close trade possibility right at the same time. So that level, that resistance level, coincided with the fact that we had stretched the range on this pair that beyond what we normally would expect to see. And so on our entry time frame, which is a 5-minute chart, once we get into this London close area here, like where this blue vertical line is, we start looking for these trades. And the fellow took this trade, he sold it right up. He did it exactly right. He sold it right up here at 122.92 area. And this thing went down. It went down in about 10 minutes. He got his 2-to-1 reward risk, which is, pretty sweet. Sometimes they can happen that quickly with these trades. That's the thing about these very small, because your stop loss, we use both a volatility and what's called a natural stop, and it's very mechanical. There's no gray area with that. And this, of course, never went above this high, so it was no problem. Went down, and like you say, 10 minutes, he had a 2-to-1 reward risk, which is just fine. I mean, you have to have a plan for how you're going to take profit and all that kind of thing. In this case here, it's his first time taking a trade at 2-to-1. That's great. I mean, it did actually go down. Boy, I think it was close to a 4-to-1 reward risk eventually here, but that's just totally fine. A 2-to-1 reward risk is a nice trade, especially in 10 minutes. And that's just how fast things can happen. Okay, not always, of course, but and so on. And when you take your first trade, I don't know, it could be a loss. Like I say, historically, these are very accurate trade setups, but it doesn't matter. If it's a losing trade, you take the next one, because the odds are that you're going to hit winners, and just the way that it happens with these trades. So yeah, I'll cap it at that. That was beautiful to see one of the members took. I don't know if other members got it or not. I just haven't heard. But he let me know right away. He was pretty excited. His name is Lou, by the way. If anybody's in in the Coach's Corner short-term service, you'll see his name in there. And awesome to see him step up and take the trade. Alrighty, so there you go. You'll find that these are very, very objective mechanical trades for the most part. Like, we never say 100% objective, because like there can always be something that crops up that's unusual. And actually, I've included videos on nuances, tips, and tricks with the LCT course, but that's not common to have things like that. They're normally very straightforward setups. They're just a nice step-by-step way to trade what has historically been a very, very reliable setup. So if this kind of trading is maybe something you like, I've provided information on how you can get access to this strategy in the text below this video or in the email that you received. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Take care.